What's up, y'all? Superfly here. Welcome to the channel and whatnot. If you are not new here, hey, I missed you. I don't post a lot. If you are new here, come join the family. Y'all see the title, y'all know why we're here, you know what we're talking about. This isn't really like a music review channel, but this channel doesn't really have direction as of now to begin with. So if you want more music reviews, then I'm here for it. I'm down for it. I like music. We could do this. We could do whatever you want. Today, or tonight, or whenever you're watching this, I'm recording this at 2 a.m. We are talking about Drake's new surprise album, Honestly, Nevermind. Now, this album comes fresh off its release last year, Certified Lover Boy. I briefly touched on the album when I compared it to Donda last year in another video that I did. My thoughts on it, it wasn't good. A lot of the tracks came off as boring or Drake just parodying himself. It felt like reruns and recycles of songs that he's done before, which is like really frustrating considering that he's one of the wealthiest rappers in the game. You would think that he would use his repertoire and, you know, just the amount of production that he can go to not make the same 4 songs over and over again for the rest of his career. On top of the fact that the album was riddled with multiple shots at Kanye West, even though he squashed the beef with Kanye West a couple months after releasing those songs, which ultimately killed the replay value of said songs. And I know I did just mention the fact that Drake tends to make the same 4 or so songs over and over again. He ended up breaking the mold on his latest record. And though he did break the mold and started to break out of the blueprint that he's been using for the last 3 or so albums, he somehow managed to make something even worse. Now, like I said, this is 2 a.m. I'm recording this album very fresh and I plan on editing it and dropping it as soon as I'm pretty much done with it. But off of this one listen, I'm pretty confident in saying that I don't want to listen to this album ever again. Now come with me as we rewind the clock and go back to 2015, 16, 15, 17, More Life dropped, right? And I believe it was the 3rd or so song on More Life. I don't necessarily remember because I do a lot of skipping whenever I go back to More Life. But nonetheless, the song that I'm referring to right now is the song Passion Fruit. And it's one of the best songs on More Life in my personal opinion. And it's low-key one of my favorite Drake songs in the past 6 years, honestly. Now, generally, if you've streamed music or gone outside and touched grass before, you've probably heard Passion Fruit at least once in your life. You know, for about a minute and like 30 seconds or so, it's just the same beat looping over and over again. It's playing do 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 do. It's really entrancing. You're just like sort of having fun with it. In the middle of this like minute or so of this loop playing over and over again, you get to this clip where it's like a DJ talking to this crowd. It's like a live performance atmosphere that they're trying to give off here, and randomly the DJ's all like,
Hold on, fuck that shit. We gonna run that beat up from the top.
And then literally the beat just starts from the top again. You can go back to like a lot of like multiple like reactors reviews like Mallory Bros or Sean C or something like that, and you will see like their reactions and they're kind of like, is there gonna be a song here? Like, is something gonna happen? And that feeling, that general feeling right there of just feeling like nothing has happened yet is like 80% of this album. Me personally, I use YouTube Music. So generally it wasn't updating as quick as I would like it to. So the first album that I went to tonight was West Side Boogie's new album. I enjoyed that album and it ended very well with like a good amount of energy that like really, you know, helped keep me awake throughout this night as I try to finish through more albums. And since I record on my phone, I can't really like pull up like the track list or anything like that in front of me, but I remember the intro playing and then the next song after the intro played, and I felt like that alone was like 20 minutes to me. I began the album perked up, sitting upright on my couch, ready to enjoy whatever Drake was going to bring to us today. 4 or 5 songs in, I'm laying in my bed, ass tooted up in the air, laying on my stomach, wondering when is it going to stop. And then to conclude things, you don't really get a change of pace from the same she didn't text me back. What the fuck is up with that? You don't get a break from that bullshit until the very end of the album at the very last song where the only feature comes in and the only feeling of like life or substance just pops in. And even with the fun performance of 21 Savage, since he always provides, you know, just great features, the song as a whole was alright. It's like, me personally, I don't even want to like be a Drake hater or come across as a person who just doesn't like Drake and I'm just gonna piss on everything that he does because I'm just so miserable with my life, or however Drake fans want to personify me because of that. But that's what I'm getting at here. Drake fans, y'all make not liking what Drake does like the most complicated thing in the world. It's like, even with the way that Drake fans do like to attack people who don't like Drake's music, especially in more recent times, y'all don't even like his stuff that much for real. So it's like, what are y'all even doing? And like I said, it's like 2 a.m. so I'm not really trying to get amped up here, but like, let's take DJ Academics for example, and like the way he just two-hand twist, gluck gluck yuck, parking lot pimps on Drake's cock. The way bro was screaming and losing his mind reacting to Certified Lover Boy, just to be literally sleeping by the time the album was ending. From what I'm seeing, it literally feels like y'all are just like so infatuated with what Drake has done in the past that you can't just like feel the present and realize that the present is hot dog water. And if this video gets views, even though like none of my videos ever really do, I know there's gonna be like a good amount of Drake fans that are gonna be caving for him in the comments, like, oh, it was supposed to be house music and it was dedicated to Virgil. For one, I don't care who the album's dedicated to. Drake could write an album dedicated to me personally and drop it tomorrow. If it fucking sucks, I'm gonna tell him. Two, why are y'all pretending y'all like house music all of a sudden? Are we really gonna start pretending like y'all are just like bumping house music in y'all's free time and stuff? Even though there was no house music on any of Drake's past performances, especially on the last trash album that he dropped that y'all are caping for so hard. He went from that trash album cover with all those pregnant emoji women on Certified Lover Boy just for 9 months later for those pregnant women to drop a shit album. All in all, that's how I feel about it. I don't like it. Y'all aren't gonna convince me to like it. I'm never gonna like it. You know, fine. I'll like. I legitimately, like, deep down in my heart, I want to refuse to believe that this album was just like that horrible, and I want to give it more than one listen. As much as I know I'm not gonna like it, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. So, as of now, that's my opinion on the album. If it changes, then I guess I'll drop another video about this, and y'all can tell me how right you were, because Drake fans just love that so much. But yeah, that is the review. If I had to give it a number, 1.5 out of 10, just because that 21 Savage song and maybe like bits and pieces of some other songs on this project were actually enjoyable. Thank you for watching though. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you. See you whenever I drop a video again.